June of 2020, one of Europe's most promising financial companies had just revealed something truly impossible. Nearly $2 billion simply did not exist. The money was supposed to be held in bank accounts in the Philippines, but when auditors went to verify, those accounts simply weren't there. The banks had never received that money. And then, practically overnight, the company that was valued at billions simply collapsed. This is the story of Wirecard, a company once considered the very future of digital finance, which ultimately became one of the biggest financial scandals in the entire history of Europe.
In the early 2000s, the internet was fundamentally transforming the world as we knew it. Online payments were still quite a novelty, and many companies were actively trying to figure out how to successfully monetize this new technology.
It was in this setting that Wirecard first emerged in Germany. The company promised something truly revolutionary: a single platform capable of processing digital payments from anywhere in the world. This included cards, online purchases, and international payments, all seamlessly handled by their advanced technology. With the growth of digital commerce, the business appeared to be perfect, and it quickly began to attract investors. In the years that followed, Wirecard experienced impressive growth. It began to work with companies from all over the world, processing payments for airlines, online shops, and various digital platforms. Consequently, the market began to view the company as an elite fintech. In a short period, Wirecard was worth billions. In 2018, Wirecard achieved something historic. It joined the DAX, the main index of the German stock exchange, replacing a traditional giant, Commerzbank. This was symbolic. A young fintech was taking the place of a classic bank. The market believed that Wirecard represented the future. The company's value exceeded 24 billion euros. Investors were absolutely convinced the company was a global powerhouse, but while the market was celebrating, some people began to ask uncomfortable questions. For several years, investigative journalists working for the Financial Times began a thorough analysis of the company. They noticed something quite peculiar. Some of Wirecard's reported revenues appeared to originate from rather obscure partners located in Asia. These partners were allegedly processing payments in various countries where the company itself did not possess the necessary operating license. But when reporters attempted to verify the existence of these companies, many of them simply did not exist. Some were just empty offices, while others had completely false addresses. The suspicions began to mount and grow, but every time new allegations surfaced, Wirecard would deny everything. Executives firmly stated that the journalists were deliberately spreading false information, and, quite remarkably, the market continued to place its full trust in the company. However, everything began to completely unravel and fall apart in 2020. Independent auditors were conducting a review of the company's financial accounts. They were attempting to verify the existence of 1.9 billion euros, which were allegedly being held in various banks located in the Philippines. This substantial amount of money represented a very significant portion of the company's total assets. But when the auditors reached out to the banks for verification, a truly shocking response was received. The banks then stated quite clearly, "This money has never been here." The letters that were supposed to confirm the existence of these accounts were completely fake. In other words, a staggering amount of nearly $2 billion simply vanished into thin air. As soon as this critical information became public knowledge, the market was thrown into a state of utter panic. As a direct result, Wirecard's stock shares plummeted dramatically. Investors began to realize that something much bigger was happening. Within a matter of days, billions in market value had simply vanished. The company was unable to explain what exactly had occurred. Shortly after, Wirecard was forced to declare insolvency. It was the first time in history that a company listed on Germany's DAX index had collapsed in this way. The scandal sent shockwaves across the whole of Europe.
But the most mysterious part of this entire story was still yet to unfold. The company's chief operating officer, Jan Marsalek, was considered one of Wirecard's most important figures right after the scandal broke. He simply vanished. Marsalek left Germany, claiming he would travel to the Philippines, but official records showed he never actually arrived there. Since then, his whereabouts have remained a complete mystery. International investigations have consistently indicated that he might be hiding somewhere in Russia, and even now, he still remains a fugitive from justice. In 2004, another central figure in the scandal faced justice: the company's CEO, Markus Braun. He was taken into custody by the German authorities. Prosecutors accused Wirecard executives of committing fraud on a massive scale. According to ongoing investigations, the company is alleged to have systematically manipulated its financial statements for many years by fabricating false revenues, inventing fictitious business partners, and actively deceiving investors across the globe. The Wirecard case has truly become a historic disaster for the entire European financial system. Authorities have faced significant criticism for not having detected this massive fraud much earlier. Financial regulators spent years ignoring crucial warning signs, while investors continued to pour billions into the company. By the time the truth finally emerged, it was already far too late. Billions of euros had completely disappeared. Investors lost immense fortunes, and the reputation of the German financial market suffered a massive blow. Wirecard was widely regarded as a revolutionary company, a pioneering fintech that truly embodied the future of digital payments. But behind this impressive facade of success, there was a colossal secret: money that simply never existed, fraudulent accounts, and key executives who vanished without a trace. Today, the Wirecard scandal remains a powerful and stark reminder. In the complex world of finance, not every single thing that appears to be innovative is truly real, and sometimes billions can simply disappear without leaving any trace.